Hi, I'm Jeff Klein, and this is Walk the Way TV. Earlier this summer, the fires in Colorado canceled the camp my two girls and I planned to attend. But one group, who was supposed to come with us to Colorado, decided they still wanted to go to camp, so they planned a camp of their own in Wisconsin, and they invited me to speak. So my two girls and I loaded up in the car for this grand adventure. Mentally, we had prepared for the crisp, cool air of Colorado, with nice cabins and running water. Instead, we got the humid northern Midwest, in tents, with overcrowded, smelly bathrooms, unpredictable weather, and an infestation of bugs. After yet another terrible storm, I'd had enough. I completely embraced whining. This is not comfortable. I want to be back in my own room, my own bed, and my own bathroom. I'm sick of being around all these people. I want to go home, where I can do what I want to do, when I want to do it. But then it hit me. My life had become all about comfort, about what I want to do, about me. And one night as I watched my girls sleep, in spite of the oppressive heat, I realized that people live like this every day. They have no nice air-conditioned home to go back to after 3 days. I'm one of the very few people in the world who can choose where I want to live, the kind of house I want to live in, with my own family members and my own bathroom. My life is almost always comfortable. The truth is, I even make church and following Jesus about me. So often, I only walk the way of Jesus when it's comfortable. I shape my faith journey so that not too much sacrifice is involved. Let's face it, American Christians have created a faith that doesn't require much of us. And this is lived out every day in the choices that we make around our churches and in our own lives. I've told you lots of stories about our friend John Vieira. He and his family lived in a refugee camp in Tanzania for 11 years. 5 years ago, they arrived here in the States and landed in our neighborhood. We've loved them ever since. Unfortunately, their family's gotten too big for their current apartment, which is just blocks away from our church. The problem? They get substantial financial assistance for housing through a government program. And the only housing available through that program is 30 minutes away. Choosing to stay in our town is impossible without that financial assistance. Right now, John Vieira works 2 jobs. One is a landscaper during the day, the other is a Jewel food store worker at night. He also takes side jobs constantly, but the amount of money he makes doesn't come close to paying for his housing and everything else that's needed. So I asked some local churches to partner with our church and financially contribute to their rent. In essence, we take over for the government program and pay for their new place. Every church I asked said no. Some of the reasons were legitimate, but most of what I heard were the same old excuses. You know, we really like to get involved. It's just not in the budget this year. $200 a month? You think we can afford that? You know how much it costs to air condition this place? We'll have to talk to our financial secretary. We'll get back to you in a few months. I was fried. These are churches with big budgets, and yet $200 a month to help a family in need was too much to ask. In James 2:15 and 16, Jesus said, "Suppose a brother or sister is without clothes or daily food. If one of you says to him, 'Go, I wish you well,' keep warm and well fed, but there's nothing about their physical needs, what good is it?" We say that we are followers of Jesus, and we are part of a kingdom with different values, but our actions betray us. Our choices reveal our real values: happiness, security, safety, and comfort. When we want the newest iPhone, we have no qualms about dropping hundreds of dollars to get it. When we want a new TV, we go buy one and do whatever it takes to pay for it. And when our church decides it's time for a new state-of-the-art building to house all the programs that fit into our nice, comfortable lives, we give generously. But when a hard-working man who spent over a decade in a refugee camp in Africa needs help to provide housing for his family, it's not in our budget. Here's the cold, harsh truth. Our addiction to comfort is making it impossible for us to walk the way of Jesus. How much longer are you going to let that continue? Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe for new videos every week. If you have something to say, comment below, or email me at jeff@walktheway.net.